Coming up, find out how shelters dealt with the unexpected snowstorm from last night. Plus, the circus is in town. See how the carnies are preparing. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Lacey Fraun.
And I'm Christian Ayala. Thanks for tuning in.
Late last night, a storm rolled through northern Arizona, making today our first official snowfall of the season.
That's right. Although there was some snow spotted on the peaks last week, it melted within the first few hours of daylight. We have Tori Smith joining us live to tell us more about today's snowstorm.
Thanks, Christian. We saw quite the interesting thing this morning when we all woke up. We saw some snow. Super exciting. Here's a beautiful drone shot that we took earlier today. But unfortunately, that snow has come to an end, and now we are seeing everything starting to melt. Certain areas still seeing some snow. Hopefully, I hope that we keep that going, but that is all we have for now. I will bring more weather to you later on. Back to you guys on desk.
Thank you, Tori. This morning's snowstorm was a bit of an early arriver, and that's not good news for the homeless. We spoke with the Sunshine Rescue Mission in downtown about the impact of this early fall storm. Around 10 last night, the winds gained speed and snow began to fall into the morning. As unpredictable as Flagstaff's weather is, the snowstorm was somewhat rare. But the rescue mission was ready. They prepared for a crowded night at the shelter and a busy morning. Director Jonathan Joseph noticed the full dining area as soon as he walked in.
The number of people down there this morning is probably twice as the amount that were here right before dinner yesterday.
Since the shelter is already planning for the colder temperatures ahead, people who seek a place to sleep, a meal, or warm clothing were able to get what they needed.
We knew the storm was coming. We traditionally are getting ready for winter here. We know that coming into winter we're going to get a big influx of people.
But there is one problem. This early storm used up scarce supplies that could mean shortages down the line.
October's a little early. If we start giving out large volumes now, we won't have it when the temperature is 15 degrees at night. Something like this, we're going to start giving stuff out, and then we're just going to be praying in the donations for later in the season.
As the shelter faces challenges like today's storm, the lasting effects of COVID-19 make things even harder. Apart from donations, NAP says the shelter is still in need of some extra hands.
When COVID hit, we lost a lot of volunteers. I would so welcome volunteers. It's a little dangerous, I will tell you, because you will end up falling in love with people that are coming off the street.
The rescue mission always welcomes volunteers and donations. Lacey Fraun, NAZ Today.
Maricopa County Sheriff Deputy Juan Ruiz died Monday, days after he was attacked by a man he had just arrested. Authorities say Ruiz was hospitalized Saturday and was taken off life support yesterday. Ruiz had detained 30-year-old Clinton Robert Hurley for outstanding warrants and was transferring him to a holding cell when the attack occurred. Police say Hurley left Ruiz unconscious, took his keys, and fled in the deputy's vehicle. Hurley was arrested hours later in Tonopah. Authorities say Hurley shot a homeowner who then fired back, resulting in a serious wound.
Butler Road remains partially closed near the Sawmill area in front of the new development building next to the Whole Foods. The project has caused major traffic problems at times. One eastbound lane is still closed. The good news is the work should be completed around the end of next week, although the city is refusing to comment on the project.
The final plan for the Beulah University Road project will include a roundabout, a pedestrian walkaway under Milton and Highway 89, and a storm water improvement. The $7.4 million project will help reduce traffic congestion problems in Milton. The City Council has been given the okay to start buying the necessary property for the project.
As we approach year 2 of dealing with the pandemic, COVID-19 vaccine booster shots from Pfizer are now available in Flagstaff. Eligible people can get a booster shot at the Coconino County Health Department parking lot, Elks Lodge, and the NAU Fieldhouse with no appointment needed at any of these locations.
The circus is in town and opening night is tonight. NAZ Today's Tori Smith has the story.
The tents are up near the Flagstaff Mall and the Cirque legacy is back. The family business is hard at work for opening day, although the weather has not been their friend.
This wind is very hard. Even to working inside, it's cold. And the people got tired because we have been like 3 or 4 days working very hard, try to fight against the weather. Raining before we put the tent, we do the stakes and everything. And it was raining and almost freezing. It's like 160 stakes, so you have to put them all the way down like 5 feet.
Putting up all the equipment and tents is very tedious work, but it pays off. Little do people know, many of the performers are the ones doing all the setup.
It's a family business, but it's really everybody in here that's helping right now is really mostly like a family. Obviously, they're putting a hand in. They're all helping. They're all helping to get this up and running. So it's honestly thanks to them that we're still going.
The circus is animal-free and offers plenty of entertainment like trapeze, aerial straps, and stunts. Trapeze performer Mariana Fernandez says her love for trapeze is what keeps her going.
Well, it's fun and it gets you a lot of adrenaline. It's like dancing in the air, so it's like being in a different space.
This, I love it. It's very hard. All my friends tell me that I'm crazy. Maybe I am, but I love it. I have the passion for this. This, like I said at the beginning, it's not for everybody. It's a very hard work.
Compared to some other events, the circus is affordable at $20 for adults and $10 for children. Tori Smith, NAZ Today.
The circus had a delayed opening by a full weekend due to weather, so they will be staying open longer than planned, closing October 30th. For more information and to buy tickets, visit the website on the bottom of the screen.
Arizona's fall colors are changing all around northern Arizona, and a good place to see them is at the Snow Bowl. The resort isn't open for skiing just yet, but they are offering scenic gondola rides from now through the 24th. The gondola rides rise 2,000 feet and is known to be the highest and longest lift in Arizona. Special sunset gondola rides are being offered on Fridays and Saturdays.
Located just half a mile south of the Coconino County Fairgrounds, Viola's Flower Garden in Flagstaff is hosting their annual pumpkin patch through the whole month of October, giving families the opportunity to come together and enjoy the fall festivities. Viola's Flower Garden has been around for 20 years, but one of their most popular attractions doesn't involve flowers.
We've been here about 5 years now. We've done the pumpkin patch like this about 5 years.
But Viola's Halloween traditions wasn't always so kid-friendly.
We used to have a haunted garden, and kids got a little scared. So we try to make it a little more family-friendly for all ages.
However, that doesn't mean kids can have all the fun. Adults can participate in scavenger hunts, pumpkin decorating, photo ops, and walk through the straw bale maze.
Adults, they can get those fall photo shoots done. You can prop up a little kid or go crazy with your girlfriends or your husband or whatever. And there's games for all ages. You can get really creative with a bunch of things here.
While it may just be another seasonal event for some, others consider the pumpkin patch to be a tradition and a place to make new memories.
This is our 4th year that we've been here, and it's fun. Seeing him our son getting to play with the games and just getting some pictures together. And there's a growth chart so we can see every year how he changes in height, and that's been really fun to have those memories from over the years. So.
Yeah?
We did. Sorry. Hey, you want to do pumpkin paw? Yeah.
Christian Ayala, NAZ Today.
Coming up, Southwest Airlines is struggling to get back in the air. Stay with us.
Family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you. instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure
love.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back. Southwest Airlines canceled thousands of flights since Friday. The airline says it doesn't believe that employees are concerned of the new vaccine mandate caused the multi-day meltdown of the flight schedule.
The pilots union has strongly denied speculation that it was an unofficial or official protest. Andrea Lucia looks at what factors may be behind the cancellations and delays.
Yeah, we're still picking up all the pieces trying to make it home today.
Jace Newman was getting ready for his flight.
I'd basically say issues. Probably everybody else and their aunt and their dog is probably trying to get a hold of Southwest also.
He spent $500 to book a flight on a different airline out of a different airport.
But I can't imagine how many funerals were missed, how many weddings were missed.
I reached out to Southwest Airlines, its unions, the FAA, DFW Airport, and Love Field here. I got no clear answer on why Southwest is having all these problems and other airlines aren't. In a new statement this afternoon, Southwest apologized.
Sorry about that. Southwest canceled about 363 flights on Monday, or about 10% of its schedule. It also delayed nearly 40% of the flights it planned to operate.
The airline is offering the would-be passengers whose flights were canceled a, quote, tremendous apology. It said it hopes to restore its full schedule as soon as possible.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. I'm Tori Smith, the weather director here at NAZ Today, and we are going to take a look at what happened this morning that was super exciting. We saw snow. That's right. We saw this beautiful blanket covering the land, and it makes me so cold just looking at it. I had to wear some gloves. So, looking right now, it did all unfortunately melt. Little parts here and there, such as over there. But for the most part, we are going to have sunny skies coming into the future, so we are going to be seeing no more snow for a bit. Looking at right now, we are seeing a temperature of 36 degrees and those overcast skies, relative humidity of about 64%. That is where we are getting those overcast skies from, and a southwest wind of 13 miles per hour. So looking deeper into that, we are seeing this awesome satellite image of those southwest winds going up through northern Arizona and pushing its way towards New Mexico. But we are seeing that cloud coverage continue, which is our overcast skies. Today we had a high of about 56 degrees, pretty chilly, and low tonight, even chillier, of 20 degrees. We're right on average with those temperatures, and thankfully not near those records of 9 degrees and 83 degrees set in 1950 and 1969. But today we did see about 0.15 inches of precipitation, which was very exciting. It looks like we saw more because of all that snow, but that is just fluff, so it's making it look a lot more than it actually is. But we are adding to that total of 20.53 inches this year, so that's super exciting. After following our monsoon season and seeing that first snow, super exciting. Today's highs were chilly across the state as we saw that cold front. 67 degrees in Las Vegas, 64 degrees in Prescott, and 70 degrees in Phoenix. They're finally seeing those chilly temperatures too. Maybe they could wear a jacket. It's kind of something to think about. Tonight, forecast low, 20 degrees, frosty and overcast, so we're going to be seeing pretty chilly weather. Maybe it is time to try to leave a glass of water out and see if it freezes. That's always been one of my fun activities. Tomorrow, forecast high being 53 degrees, and sunny out, so that snow will be melting, unfortunately. Forecast temperatures across the state for tomorrow. We're going to be seeing pretty relevant temperatures that we saw today. 64 in Kingman is the high, 60 in Prescott is the high, in Phoenix, 5-degree increase at 75 degrees as the high. Page, we are seeing a forecast high of 59. So that's super exciting. We are getting into those more wintry temperatures rather than those fall temperatures. Looking through Wednesday through Friday, we are going to be seeing temperatures remain somewhat the same, 53 on Wednesday, going to 55 on Thursday, and Friday 52. But then we are going to kind of increase in temperatures as we go from 60 to 64. Sunday we are going to be seeing partially sunny skies, so that's super exciting. But for this whole week, we are going to be seeing sunny skies. That is all we have for weather, but stay tuned for sports with Hannah Ware after the break. Stay with us.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Hannah Ware, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. Club sports affiliated with NU Athletics can sometimes be overlooked. The Ultimate Frisbee team, both men and women, play nationwide and have been around for over a couple decades now. Over the past week, I went out to men and women's Ultimate Frisbee practice to see what's going on in club sports. NEU Ultimate Frisbee is a club sport that has been around for over a couple decades now. However, they are not well known among the campus community. Senior Drake Den Hartog said anyone can join the team as long as they're willing to have fun and work hard.
We take anyone. We're glad to have anyone to come out and join. And what really makes a good ultimate player is, I guess, commitment and just coming out and practicing with us, because the more you practice and play, you get exponentially better the more you show up.
The team has kept this legacy alive and thriving with past team members and a professional coaching staff. Thanks to such a supportive team, Harrison Hess looks hopeful as they get close to conference championships.
We have a great support system. The coaches and captains and veterans support us really well. They tell us what we can improve on, and I was terrible at the beginning, couldn't throw it straight, but now, well, I can. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do that.
These Lumberjacks want to bring in new teammates who love the sport just as much as they do. Captain of the women's team, Victoria Lopez, says the club is a perfect balance of friendly competition.
If you're looking for a cool, new sport that's open for anybody and it's pretty easy to learn, try out Frisbee, honestly. Especially if you had past experience. It's a pretty good environment if you want a little bit of competitive, but at the same time, a pretty relaxed environment.
If you have a passion for Ultimate Frisbee or just about any other sport, check out the NEU website and look up student clubs and organizations. Moving on to some NCAA sanctioned sports, NEU soccer scrambles to turn their season around. Their last 3 games of the season ended in a victory, but this doesn't secure their spot in the conference tournament quite yet. However, their 3-3 conference record is promising compared to the schools they're going to play these next few weeks. If you're in town, you can watch these ladies play on Sunday the 10th or watch on ESPN Plus against Idaho State Bengals. Senior forward Madison Montgomery has been in the limelight this season as the past few games she scored 10 shots on goals, 2 goals, and 3 assists. The Lumberjacks need to carry the hot streak and mimic the skills of some of their notable players, including Montgomery, if they have any hopes of going to championships. Well, that's all we have for sports, but stay tuned after the break for your weather recap.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls.
Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Why don't you ever see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hi, Meals on Wheels. I'm Marco. I'm a college student, and I volunteer as a driver for Meals on Wheels. I think it's awesome meeting these people. I mean, they're so interesting. They've had so many wonderful experiences in life. Your community helps to raise you up into the person that you become. Meals on Wheels is a great way to give back to that community.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. We are going to take one last look at your week before we move on. Wednesday, we're going to be seeing 53 degrees, Thursday, 55, Friday, 52, and then kind of spiking up to 60 and 64. That is all we have for weather. Hopefully you stay warm this week, and back to you guys on desk.
Thank you, Tori. Indigenous Peoples Day was celebrated in Flagstaff Monday, and we have the pictures to prove it.
Supporters of the holiday stress the importance of passing on traditions and customs of the indigenous peoples' practices throughout their history. NAZ today asked the community to send in pictures of indigenous culture and history, and one of them really stood out.
Cleveland Shortman sent in a photo of Shanto elders in the early 70s. Shortman celebrated the resiliency and strength of their elders, as well as their teachings of Hotso, which means to live sustainable life in harmony and balance. Thank you so much, Cleveland, for your submission. And those of you watching at home, we are doing another photo submission for Halloween coming up, so you can look forward to showing us your costumes in a couple weeks.